I'm Denise Lee. I was on staff with Blue Ridge Environmental Defense League for about 12 years. And during that time, I had one of the best times of my life. So throughout the state of North Carolina, we worked on the issue of the low-level nuclear dump, the hazardous waste incinerator, both which were targeted for Anson County also at one time, and we kept that out. Then we were targeted for a lead smelter here in the county, and we kept that out. And I worked extensively on the intensive hog operations. And at one of the meetings for the rulemaking on the water quality for the hog operations, I got a friend of mine, Bill Craddy, to take me to a lady that raised hogs, and I filled up a 5-gallon bucket of ice cream bucket full of hog manure. And at that meeting that they were having in Raleigh, I got there a little bit early because I had put a bunch of the waste, some of it in little baggies. And so I opened up the little baggies and put it out through the meeting room in the trash cans, behind the curtains and all like that. And because one of the senators there at the hearing had made a statement just that week about how hog waste smelled like money. And so I wanted everybody to know what money smelled like. And so after I put the waste and all out, and everybody kept sniffing and sniffing, they thought it was people that raised hogs there at the meeting had it on them. And then when it came my chance to speak, I pulled that 5-gallon bucket of hog waste out of a brown paper bag, took the lid off, and took it up there and set it in front of the senator that said it smelled like money. And I says, does it still smell like money? And I was immediately escorted out on that one. We also, during the hog waste, we fixed little piles of it looked like hog waste, and we lined the entrances into the General Assembly. And we fixed little bottles of water that had information about what was in hog water, and we handed them out to the General Assembly. And so that was really a real good time. At one point, there was a hog operation in Ansonville, and I found where waste was going to the side of the road from their lagoons. So I got someone to take me up in an airplane. I filmed it, took the pictures to the state. The state issued violations on them, but in the meantime, I did a press conference, and when I brought up the fact of the waste going into the sides of the roads, I got a letter right away from Wendell Murphy, who owned the farm, and said he was going to sue me for $1 million. And but of course, when he got hold of the violations, that just did away with his threat. So then we also hung a banner out of the 8th-story window of the Adams Mark Hotel in Charlotte during Elizabeth Dole's meeting with the Farm Bureau that said, "Don't hog our air or water." And that was a lot of fun because I went out, I was down underneath and doing an interview with the press, and Lou and Claude Ward were up in the room. And the lady from the hotel came out and asked me what I was doing and how long I was going to be there and all. And I said, "Not long." I said, "We're not going to tear up anything." And the next thing you know, they got a phone call up in the hotel room, and they said, "Well, how long are y'all going to be up there?" And so Lou and Ward said, "Not long." And so then that was really cool when we did that. And so I've worked on that issue. And but we also worked on the medical waste incinerator in Matthews. And I started off and I brought in the bucket brigade to BREDL, and we had a workshop for that and built the buckets. And so, you know, that's some of the things I've done with BREDL, and all of it, I was very proud to be part of it. We're working right now in my local county, since I'm no longer on staff, but we changed from Anson County Cactus, and they'll call it PD, WAL, Water, Air, Land and Lives. And we're working on the issue of the fracking waste. We were able to get a 5-year moratorium passed in our county to keep fracking from coming here, which put us way ahead of the game. And I was very proud of everyone's help and the people that participated in that. It still is being talked about how they can't believe that our county did that. and how much everyone else now looks to us to gauge on what they can get done. I want everyone to support what BREDL is doing. If you're out there and there's a cause that you want to belong to or help support, BREDL would be one of the best.